The wait is almost over. Apple's September 2025 event is right around the corner, and while the spotlight is obviously on the iPhone 17 lineup, one of the biggest surprises could actually be the next generation Apple TV. Yes, you heard that right. Apple's little black box, which many people overlooked for years, might finally become the centerpiece of home entertainment. For a long time, Apple TV has been seen as a premium device for a very specific audience. Great for hardcore Apple fans who live inside the ecosystem, but not necessarily a must-buy for everyday users who could just grab a cheap Roku or Fire Stick for streaming. But with all the new leaks and rumors about Apple TV 2025, Apple seems ready to completely flip that narrative. This year's model isn't just about movies and shows, it's about turning your living room into an entertainment powerhouse with next-level streaming, console-style gaming, Dolby Theater features, and deep smart home integration. So in this video, let's break down everything you need to know. The powerful hardware upgrades, the jaw-dropping leap in performance, the massive shift towards serious gaming, home theater improvements like Dolby Vision and Atmos, the rumored release date, expected pricing, and most importantly, why this might be the most significant Apple TV launch we've ever seen. The evolution of Apple TV, why 2025 could be a turning point. To really appreciate why Apple TV 2025 matters, we need to rewind a little. Apple launched the very first Apple TV back in 2007, a time when Netflix was still mailing DVDs and streaming was just beginning to catch fire. That first box was simple, almost experimental, a way to bring iTunes content to your television. Over the years, the device got better and better. Apple added 4K HDR support, Dolby Atmos for immersive sound, faster processors, slicker software, and deeper integration with iPhones, iPads, and Macs. It became a rock-solid option for people who wanted premium performance and reliability. But here's the truth. Despite all that, Apple TV always had a hard time standing out. Competing devices like Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Google Chromecast offered similar streaming features at half the price. And for most casual users, that was good enough. Apple TV kept its niche audience of loyal Apple users, but it was rarely the go-to streaming device for the masses. So what kept Apple TV alive? 3 things. Premium quality. The experience was always buttery smooth compared to cheaper sticks. Deep ecosystem integration. If you had an iPhone, iPad, or Apple Watch, Apple TV just worked seamlessly. Hardware longevity. Apple TVs lasted for years, unlike budget streamers that slowed down or broke after 1 or 2 cycles. Now fast forward to 2025. Streaming competition is fiercer than ever, and gaming has become a major battleground for living room devices. This is Apple's chance to finally prove that Apple TV isn't just a luxury. It's a must-have centerpiece for every modern home. Major hardware upgrades. A console. Hiding in a streaming box. The most exciting leaks point to one thing. Apple is going all in on performance. This year's Apple TV won't just be a minor refresh, it could be packing the kind of raw power usually reserved for iPhones and even gaming consoles. Next-gen chipset. A17 Pro or A18. This is the same level of chip you'd find in Apple's flagship iPhones. Expect a 6-core CPU with 2 blazing fast performance cores and 4 efficiency cores that balance power with energy savings. 4-core GPU. This is where things get exciting for gamers. Graphics rendering is expected to see a massive jump, paving the way for true console-level visuals right on your TV. Neural Engine, Apple's secret sauce for AI. This means smarter upscaling, real-time enhancements, smoother Siri interactions, and even potential AI-driven features in gaming and apps. This isn't just about smoother menus or faster app switching. With this kind of chipset, Apple TV 2025 could easily handle AAA games, demanding apps, high-resolution video playback, and future-proof features for years to come. A massive performance leap. Let's put this into perspective. The Apple TV 4K from 2022 already came with the A15 Bionic chip, a processor that most competitors couldn't even dream of at the time. It was powerful enough for streaming, apps, and even light gaming. Now, with the rumored A17 Pro or A18 chip, we're looking at 30–40% faster CPU performance, up to 2x GPU performance, way faster AI and neural engine tasks. What does that mean for you? Practically zero lag, faster app load times, seamless multitasking between Netflix, Apple Music, gaming, and HomeKit controls, and smoother than ever navigation no matter what you throw at it. This kind of performance isn't just impressive for a streaming box, it's unheard of. Gaming takes center stage. Apple TV as a console alternative. Now let's talk about the biggest bombshell, gaming. For years, Apple tried to push Apple Arcade. But let's be real, it never truly challenged PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. The games were fun, but they felt casual. Hardcore gamers never saw Apple TV as a real option, but 2025 might change that completely. According to multiple leaks, Apple TV 2025 could support AAA game titles, the kind of blockbuster games you'd normally only expect on a PlayStation, Xbox, or gaming PC. Imagine being able to fire up Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, or Call of Duty directly on your Apple TV. That's a game changer. Here's what the leaks suggest about gaming on Apple TV 2025, support for 1080p and 1440p, gaming at 30 FPS with smooth 4K upscaling, potential for 60 FPS gameplay on lighter titles thanks to the upgraded GPU, reduced input lag, making Bluetooth controller gameplay feel natural and console-like. This positions Apple TV not just as a streamer, but as a serious console alternative for casual and mid-level gamers who don't want to drop $500 on a PS5 or Xbox Series X. For families, it could become the ultimate all-in-one device for streaming and gaming without the need for multiple consoles and remotes. New features for the modern smart home, of course. Apple isn't just focusing on performance and gaming. The Apple TV 2025 is also rumored to bring some seriously useful new features for your home theater setup. HDMI pass-through. This could be a game changer for cable management. Connect your console, cable box, or Blu-ray player through the Apple TV itself. Fewer wires, fewer remotes, cleaner setups. Enhanced Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. Expect richer colors, higher brightness, deeper contrasts, and more immersive 3D audio. Basically, your living room could start to feel like a mini IMAX theater. Smarter home integration. With HomeKit and Matter support, Apple TV 2025 doubles as a smart home hub. Control your lights, thermostat, or even sync your Apple Watch health data directly with your TV. Apple clearly wants this device to be more than just a streamer. It's aiming to make Apple TV the centerpiece of your living room ecosystem. Release date and pricing. Apple is famously consistent with its release cycles, and all signs point to Apple TV 2025 being unveiled at the September 9th, 2025 Apple event. Pre-orders are likely to begin on September 12th, 2025. Official release date expected on September 19th, 2025, starting. Price, $150 higher-end versions, around $200 depending on storage capacity. Yes, that's more expensive than Roku, Fire TV, or Chromecast, but Apple isn't trying to compete on price. It's selling you a premium streaming box, a gaming console, a Dolby-powered theater system, and a smart home hub, all in one device. Why Apple TV 2025 could redefine home entertainment? This isn't just another Apple TV update, it could be the device that finally changes how people see the product. Here's why it matters. For gamers, play AAA titles without spending $500+ on a console. For movie lovers, get the absolute best Dolby Vision and Atmos experience at home. For families, simplify your living room setup with HDMI pass-through. For Apple fans, enjoy seamless integration with iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and HomeKit. In short, the Apple TV 2025 could finally move from being a nice-to-have luxury to being an essential device for every household. Final thoughts. We're just days away from Apple's September event, and the Apple TV 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting announcements in years. With its next-gen chipset plus a gaming support, Dolby upgrades, HDMI pass-through, and Apple's signature polish, this device could transform how we stream, how we game, and how we control our smart homes. If you've been waiting for Apple TV to truly live up to its potential, this might be the year it finally happens. Stay tuned, because if the leaks are true, the Apple TV 2025 won't just compete with Roku or Fire TV. It might actually challenge traditional gaming consoles and become the centerpiece of your home entertainment system.